what I have to do in order to make work is to overcome my doubts all the time. It's an ongoing effort, and it never gets easier. It's always... there's a lot of thinking about what is around me in the studio, where I'm at with my work at this moment, and basically to convince myself that I should go for it, just fully, completely go for it. I've been incorporating my own drawings into my own paintings for a while, both as the source material, and then I just started painting the drawing. Drawing is very forgiving, or I forgive myself when I draw. You could get a lot of ideas out on paper without any sort of censorship. A lot of the drawings are basically mental notes. When I look at it, I sort of remember what I was thinking at that time. Some drawings I feel carry enough substance with them that they can be translated into paintings. Vedas was like a painting series. It still is still happening, I guess. What I originally liked about them is that they were kind of like these chunks of bodies on display. The way I cropped them very aggressively, they were basically occupying the entire picture. And I like the idea of the beach as kind of a display area. There's so much representation of women in our visual history, visual culture, and so much of it, I feel like she's just a projection of her creator in a way. And I'm interested in exploring that, but also kind of imbuing it with some agency by making her the protagonist of the work, the person who acts. On a daily basis, I cannot come to the studio and think, how do I change the conversation about, representations of women? That's like such a epic question that just that in itself, I couldn't just will it into being, I guess the only thing I could do is to have a certain attitude in the work that I was trying to sort of project back. There are early works in this show that are close-ups of faces, of women's faces, and at the time I was thinking of the idea of close-up, kind of in the cinematic sense. I want the scale of it to be large enough that when you look at it, it confronts you. It's different than confronting you on this scale, on the scale of a magazine. I do think in cinematic terms, in a way. I think of atmosphere, of suspense, seduction. And I think that there is a certain kind of, like me winking, like, haha, we all know how silly this is. I like it when my paintings look like sort of they just happened to be that way. Like not very necessarily figured out and labored, but just like, oh, look, this just happened, as if the paper just like fell on this giant canvas and I just painted it. There is a psychology behind the characters. I guess I don't intend a much deeper knowledge, of the subject than what you see. Like there's enough here to keep you interested, I hope. It's exciting to make something that wasn't there before and that creates this other meaning, that you couldn't necessarily even predict, I think that's kind of one of the more exciting parts of making any art,